Hello and welcome back to another comic series AMA. This month we're going to focus on questions centered on Tales of Berseria. Tales of Berseria is an entry in the Tales of series, so a JRPG. It focuses on Velvet Crow as she tries to take revenge on Artorias, who did something bad to her, which I won't spoil because honestly that part of the game is great. The first batch of questions comes from Angel Princess, first of which is, which character or characters did you like battling as? I typically gravitated to Laphicet and Magilu as the mages in this game. I played a bit of Rokuro early on before the spellcasters came in, and I really didn't get the melee combat or the mage combat, really. The combat system didn't really click with me. It was a neat concept, but I just didn't really get it. I didn't know what to do. But when I was a mage, it was a bit easier to just mash the button and succeed, so that's why I went with them. The next set of questions comes from Aquasun. Where do you place Berseria in your Tales of tier list? It's really tough to say, because I do think that the characters and the main theme are the strongest here, because they really hone in on it a lot, and from a bunch of different angles. But to be honest, the game part of the game isn't my favorite, like, at all, which makes it really hard to say. I would say it gets an A from me, like in the, S, A, B, that kind of tier list, because as much as I love the cast and themes, I can't say that that alone makes it an S, Like, it has to have some more gameplay elements for it to get ranked higher for me, and it just doesn't. Like, the gameplay and, like, crafting system, oh god. That part was very much lower, so the story and characters can only get it so high. The next question, what makes Berseria stand out from the other Tales games or JRPGs more generally? I would say the decision to have the main party be more on the villainous end of the scale is really intriguing. Obviously they still have heroic moments, but that angle allowed them to play with a lot more cool themes and ideas, and led to some of my favorite character moments in the Tales series ever. Next question, favorite characters. Another really hard one, because the entire cast is honestly great. One of the best casts in Tales, in my opinion, honestly. That said, I feel like Magilu is my overall favorite. She has a lot of my favorite scenes from the game, and I'm a sucker for the act silly but have serious side characters. Next question, and the last question for this month. What are cat souls and why are they so important in these comics? Cat souls are a collectible that's needed to open Katz treasure chests in the game. These chests unlock optional costume pieces that the characters could wear. Like the silly fox ears, or roses, or humongous wings for some reason. Which of course is the most important thing that you can collect in the game. And that is it for the questions, so let's switch on over to the end screen here. Here you can see my lovely patrons scrolling along by with their patron NPCs. If you're interested in asking a question, or any of the other rewards that come along with supporting me, check out the link to my Patreon in the description. Rewards include seeing comics before they're posted publicly, behind-the-scenes drawings, voting on which comic series will be featured next month, and more. Such as the patron NPC slots, which will be coming back now that the summer is finishing. Even without pledging, you can have access to things like preview panels, coloring pages, and occasionally some of the lower-tiered rewards as a little taste of what pledging can get you. Thank you to everyone who asked a question and anyone who watched this video. Support means a lot to me. Until next month. Bye!